So good evening, everyone. Am I audible?
Yes, you are audible.
Okay, cool. So good evening, everyone. Welcome to the pre-event webinar uh, presented by AlgoBulls for Quant Quest. So basically, Quant Quest is an event of Kshitish 2025, and Kshitish 2025 is Asia's largest techno-minded fest, and we conduct this event every year in the month of January. So our fest dates this year are between 17th and 19th of January. All right. So I'll be quickly introducing everyone. So firstly, a huge thanks to AlgoBulls for sponsoring our event Quant Quest. Right. So basically, AlgoBulls is a smart trading platform that simplifies stock market investing, and it lets users automate trades and test strategies and execute them efficiently, and making which makes trading faster, easier, and more effective. Right. So AlgoBulls is the event sponsor for Quant Quest, and a huge thanks to them. So my name is Ramkrishna Rathod, and I'm a core organizing team member at Kshitish. So this webinar's primary focus is for you all to get clarity on our competition Quant Quest. Okay. So without any further ado, allow me to introduce you all to Mr. Pushpak, who is the founder and CEO of AlgoBulls.
Thanks, Ramkrishna. Can you just confirm if my audio and video is proper before I start?
Yes, sir. You're audible. I'm not able to see you.
Uh, okay, my video is on. Can you just, Trisha, if you can, yeah, thank you. Am I visible now, Ramkrishna?
No, sir. Just a second. Just give me 1 second.
Sure.
I think you have joined through two different accounts. So allow me to spotlight the one with the video. Just give me a second.
Sure.
Yeah, now you're visible, sir. Welcome, sir.
Thank you so much. Thanks, Ramkrishna. Hey, hi guys. Good evening, everyone. I guess it must be quite chilly at this point of time in IIT Kharagpur. So thank you so much, guys, for finding out time to join this event on a chilly evening. And a very warm welcome to the AlgoBulls Quant Quest pre-event webinar. So as your college mate introduced me, I'm Pushpak, founder and CEO at AlgoBulls. And I'm also a fellow IITian, passed out from IIT Delhi. So I'm truly thrilled to see so many of you passionate and curious minds gathered here today. So before we dive into the details of this exciting journey, let me take a moment to step back and help you understand the incredible space we are all about to explore, which is the world of algo trading or algorithmic trading, and why it holds so much potential, not just for you, but for the future of the finance, okay, for the financial world. So uh, I would start with a very quick definition of algorithmic trading because I think many of you here might not be aware of it. Some of you definitely might be aware of it. So in very, very basic or layman terms, algorithmic trading is basically automated execution um, of orders in the stock market. So if you have a friend or a family member who is trading in the stock market, you would have seen them conventionally like placing orders manually, like either looking at some graphs or based on some tips from some expert traders or based on some news events, right? And they would be buying and selling these orders mostly on their broking account, which is a web based or an app based, right? Now, uh, the downfall to this is basically you have to keep monitoring the markets all the time or be dependent on somebody, and you have to be glued to the screen. Okay. But what if you can develop bots or AI or systems which can understand the markets for you and then do the buy and sell in real time? Okay. Uh, and this exactly is algo trading or algorithmic trading in very, very basic layman terms. So basically, you've got machines who will trade in the stock markets on your behalf. Okay. And don't worry if you're not aware of this or getting to know about this for the first time. You will get ample opportunity throughout the event to get used to what is algo trading and how it is done by the giants globally. Okay, so algorithmic trading has revolutionized global financial markets, and the reason for that is because of systems doing trading instead of humans. You get speed and accuracy, which is unparalleled. Okay, and Conventionally, these algo trading tools or automated systems were only available to institutions like the JP Morgans and Goldman Sachs of the world. But now it is no longer that. It's now becoming an integral part of how trades are executed everywhere worldwide. So let me give you some glimpse or give you some numbers, to set the stage here. So the global algorithmic trading landscape is as follows in some major countries globally. So in the US, over 80% of all the trades are executed via algorithms, and less than 20% are executed manually. Okay. And these strategies are fueled by advanced technologies such as machine learning, big data analytics, quantitative modeling, HFT trading. And these enables traders to capitalize on the opportunities at a very, very quick speed or at a lightning speed. Okay. In Europe, algorithmic trading accounts for more than 60% of equity trades. And countries like the UK and Germany have adopted sophisticated algo systems, and the trend is rapidly expanding into emerging markets as well. Across Asia, especially in regions like India, China, Japan, algo trading is witnessing exponential growth. These markets are not only innovating, but are also setting new benchmarks in algo trading and high frequency trading. Okay. So let me now tell you about how the algo trading landscape looks like in India. Okay. So you guys are in a very good time, if I would like to say so, because India is quickly becoming a hub for algorithmic trading innovation. And here are some statistics to help you understand. Like pre-COVID or pre-2020, I think that's when most of you would have not joined or would have been the first year of your college, right? Before that, only 35 million accounts, demat accounts were there in India. So a demat account is like your bank account equivalent, but for trading. So anybody who wants to trade in the stock markets needs to have a demat account. Okay. So in India, there were 35 million demat accounts pre-COVID. And if you look at the number now, you will be astonished. The 35 million number took 20 years to reach, right, from 2000s to 2020. But now the number is 186 million. Okay, so almost like 19 crore demat accounts are there in India, out of which more than 100 million or 10 crore are unique demat accounts. And this is only growing. And I'm sure most of you guys, once you pass out, would be having a demat account right on day one of you guys doing a job. Okay, so the growth in trader participation in India is just exponential. Okay, and more than 60% of client side trades or retail trades on the exchanges NSE and BSE are executed through algorithms. Okay, most of this 60% is coming from institutions, but there is a increasing contribution of the retail participants as well. And most importantly, regulatory bodies like SEBI are embracing this growth by providing frameworks that encourage algorithmic trading and making it more accessible to individual traders and institutions alike. So there has been some draft circular which SEBI has released, which is making it easier for retailers to adopt algo trading. And that's like just a fantastic news. Something like this was not available at the time when we passed out. In fact, retail algo trading was absolutely missing. So this is a great time for you guys to be where algo trading is embraced all over India. And this shift is not just about numbers. It represents a transformation in how we are approaching trading or investment. Okay, from a conventional manual decision-making process to a data-driven, emotion-free, and highly efficient process. So if you're wondering why does algo trading matter so much, then as I said earlier, the main reason is because it is based on rule-based algorithms mostly, and now ML-based algorithms are also coming up. But these algorithms help you do precision trading, and unlike conventional methods, these algorithms can allow you to analyze vast amount of data in real time. Like you can scan, let's say, for example, the entire Nifty 50 or Nifty 500 stocks in real time and figure out where the best opportunity for investment or trading is. Okay. Secondly, it helps you eliminate emotional biases, which is one of the biggest problems when doing manual trading. Like people are emotional about losing money in the stock markets or making profits. They either have the greed of making profits or the fear of doing losses, and that results mostly in them making the wrong decisions. But because systems are executing trades on your behalf, the emotional biases are completely eliminated. Okay. And finally, it helps you execute your strategies with speed and consistency. So the systems will never get tired or will get slow, right? That's the whole idea. So regardless of the market volatility or the conditions, they'll work the way they are designed to. So for all the students and basically aspiring traders like you guys, understanding algo trading early in your career can be a real game changer. So imagine that you're entering into a professional world once you pass out, but already equipped with skills that are shaping the future of finance. And that is exactly the opportunity we at Quant Quest are trying to give you guys. Okay. So let me quickly talk about the vision we have at AlgoBulls. So at AlgoBulls, we have always believed in democratizing access to algorithmic trading. Conventionally, algorithmic trading was accessible only to the large institutions, as I had mentioned, right? But we are on a mission to make this accessible to each and everyone, right? Right from experts to beginner traders, from large institutions to small players. Okay. And over the years, we have accomplished certain milestones, which I would like to proudly talk about to all of you. So we have onboarded more than 60,000 clients on our platform, and more than 200,000 clients have access to our platform through our enterprise partners. And all of this is without a single rupee of money spent on paid marketing, because all of this was achieved through our network. And this is a testament of the value and trust our platform delivers. Our flagship products like Phoenix and Odyssey cater to a diverse user base, from coding enthusiasts to traders who prefer no-code solutions. So you guys will be working on Phoenix in this competition. And basically, Quant Quest is an extension of this vision which we have at AlgoBulls. It's not just a competition. It's more like a moment to empower the next generation of algo traders. Okay, so through hands-on learning, practical application, and community building, Quant Quest is here to shape the future of trading. Now, I want to take a moment to let you all guys know that this time the Quant Quest at IIT Kharagpur is really special. Okay, and it feels particularly exciting as well. So obviously, IIT Kharagpur has a very rich legacy of producing leaders and innovators, and we are very much honored to be a part of this journey. And along with this, Quant Quest involves the partnership of many great minds like Quant Insider and WBS, which we'll talk about soon. So at Quant Quest, we want our participants to get exposure to the concept of algo trading at a very young age. And we want you to get a flavor of something which only the likes of Goldman Sachs, Tower Research, and JP Morgans of the world had conventionally. Now you guys can get an access to that as well. Okay. So it's about unlocking the complete potential for you guys. And it's an opportunity for you guys to compete with the best minds in the country, to learn from industry experts who have shaped the algo trading landscape, and also explore cutting edge tools and platforms that are redefining trading as we know it. Okay. As a bonus, for the first time in the history of Quant Quest competitions, this time we'll be sharing a few machine learning based algo trading strategies, which can make predictions in real time for taking buy and sell decisions. So these are like very, very cutting edge algo trading algorithms, and very few teams globally have access to this. So our aim is to give you an exposure to such algorithms right during your college time. So we'll share the code base for these strategies in the coming days. Do keep an eye out for those. Okay. So now before we move forward, I'm excited to introduce you to two distinguished speakers who will share their valuable expertise with us today. Their insights would surely be valuable to all of you. Okay. So let me welcome you to our first speaker, who is the founder of Quant Insider and is a distinguished partner of AlgoBulls, Mr. Tribhuven Bisen. Tribhuven has a very similar vision to AlgoBulls. He is on a mission to empower individuals like you with knowledge, skills, guidance, and everything else you need to thrive in the world of quantitative finance. So let me welcome Mr. Tribhuven here, and over to you, Tribhuven. You can help students with your vision in this world. Ramakrishna, if you have Tribhuven.
Just give me a second. Just give me a second.
Yeah.
Hi guys, am I audible?
Yes. Yes, Tribhuven, you are.
Yeah. I hope you are having a nice time, guys. Ramakrishna, can I share my screen?
Yes, sir. You are a presenter. You can share your screen.
Yeah, just give me a minute. Okay, I will just share my screen. Yeah, I hope I can share my screen. Yeah. So, is my screen visible? Hello. Yeah, Ramakrishna, is my screen visible?
Yes, it is.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So guys, as Pushpak told, we are an edutech platform. So we help people to crack quant jobs. We also have courses in partnership with the best of the best people in the industry. We have our courses for long-term mentorship. We also help you with interview preparations. We have workshop with expert webinars from the industry. So our main goal is to provide and democratize the quant finance education in the industry. As you know, the rise of quant has been mainly due in last 2 years. Before that, a lot of people were not aware of quant finance as the industry, and even I think the awareness of quant finance as an industry and as a career is still limited to tier one colleges, and not a lot of people from tier two, tier threes are not don't know about it. So what we are trying to achieve is let let everyone know about quant finance. People get the best access to best people in the industry to learn about quant finance. So we also help people to crack the jobs, like I told you. So yeah, yeah. So for interview preparation, we have different products, right? So we have product for an interview. If you we have one product called Interview Byte, which have more than 700 plus interview questions, which help you to prepare for your next quant role. Which the questions have been verified by our team and our mentors from big banks and investment banks as well as from hedge funds. Then we have what if you are someone who want to pursue a career in quant finance, and if you want to get into an entry level control, one of the things, if you want to portray like what is your skill set, the best way is to tell people through your projects. Like people make projects in tech jobs, right? You prepare websites, you prepare apps for your projects to pitch to recruiters. Same way in quant finance, you also need to prepare projects to show that you have a skill set which is much more applicable as compared to just theoretical knowledge. For that, we have one product called as Quant Insider Stack. It has like 21 industry-oriented projects, which includes both buy side, sell side of projects, from trading strategies, market simulation to pricing of derivatives. And then we also have like mock interviews. So if you have an interview, if you have an interview and you want to have a mock interview just before a control interview, you can always schedule a mock interview with us. We will try to give you the best simulation of real interview. And then when we have called Quant Insider Stack, it's a combination of what we say, our project handbook as well as insider project our interview bite is a combination of that. You can buy it together. uh, yeah, we have what we call as we also have partnership courses with the best people in the industry. One of the course is algorithm trading certificate, which is being taught by Citadel. If you are aware of Citadel, it is being taught by ex-director of Citadel. And we have other courses like machine learning of finance, quant profession courses, which is also taught by industry experts who have 25 years experience. And other packages we also provide like resume review services. We also help you with prepare for job search. Like we have a program where we help you to search jobs, job assistance program. And then we have consulting services where we help you to build your roadmap on pursuing a quant finance as a career. And then we have master classes with best people in the industry. So for derivative pricing, for machine learning implementation in trading, for option trading, we have best what do you call as workshops from best people in the industry. And if you are aware that the number of quant jobs are increasing continuously because a lot of tech has started taking over the work of a normal traditional finance jobs, and a lot of implementation have come because of machine learning, particularly in factor investing, or if you talk about quant investing has been taking over as compared to a traditional investing. So in coming years, we will see a lot of growth of quant jobs in next 5 years. Currently in India, we are at a very budding stage, and I expect the quant jobs to increase by at least 5x or 10x in next 5 years, including jobs at MNCs, funds, and even in domestic firms like. So if you are aware that even as domestic firms like Motilal Oswal have come up with their own quant fund, Angel One has started their own buy side research work inside their team. Even a lot of mid-size trading desk and research investment advisors have gone for quant method of investing. So you will see a lot of growth in quant jobs, which is very intellectually stimulating. If someone who likes to test ideas, who like to deal with numbers, who want to do a lot of research, these kind of jobs are best for you because it's very mentally stimulating. It always keeps you on your toes, and it tests your problem solving skill set. I think yeah. So in the coming years, if you want to create a career, I would say quant is one of the things which you can look into in coming years. Because even a lot of banks, I know personally from big banks, I generally deal with a lot of big banks in the recruitment process, as well as I work with them on some other things. So a lot of big banks are going to shift their a lot of offices in India in coming years. So you will see a lot of surge in jobs again for sell side quant roles like derivative pricing quants, model validation quants, risk management quant roles are also going to coming increase in next coming years. So I think it's going to be a very hot field for at least for next 5 years. If you like you can take it's how software engineering jobs were very hot 5 years back. Now quant will be the next hot thing in the coming years, where you will get the best pace, best environment to work, best learning experiences. So yeah, and we are there for you to help you to crack those jobs. To learn more about quant finance, you can always follow us on LinkedIn. We are world biggest community in on LinkedIn of quant finance. We have like 1 lakh followers. We have grown from 0 to 1 lakh in last 1 year. So currently we are the world biggest community of quant finance. So you can surely follow us. And yeah, you can always reach out to us whenever you have doubt. You can always mail us through our or you can always message us on LinkedIn. We will always try to help you and give you with the best suggestions that we can. Yeah, Pushpak, I think. Hello. Hello.
Hey, hi. Yes,
Yes,
Yeah,
Tribhuven.
I think yeah. So
Okay. Okay, we can maybe take it over from here. Thanks a lot,
yeah,
Tribhuven.
thanks.
Thanks
Yeah,
for sharing the insights and thanks for sharing all the information with students here. I'm sure they'll find it very interesting, helpful, and they'll surely reach out to you uh, to make sure that they are, being assisted by Quant Insider. So yeah, so next on the panel we have got Mr. Geoffrey Brown from WBS. The WBS or World Business Strategies is a sponsor of Quant Quest, and Geoffrey is the global head of business development. So without further ado, I would like to welcome Mr. Geoffrey, who can speak about himself and WBS and share some insights with everybody here. Ramakrishna, do we have Mr. Geoffrey here?
yeah, we have.
Can everybody hear me?
Yes, sir.
You can. Fantastic. Thanks very much, Pushpak. Thanks for that brief introduction. My name's Jeff Brown. I work for a quant organization called WBS Training, and we've been involved in the quant space, if you like, for over 20 years. Just a brief introduction with regards to my background. So I spent many years rolling out training programs for the CFA, FRM, CFA, CQF. I'm sure you've heard of those programs. The CQF was, of course, founded by Paul Wilmot. And in fact, Paul Wilmot and myself came over to India many times over many years, to Mumbai, Bangalore, Delhi, all over India, to deliver presentations. And it was phenomenal. The interest that generated was immense. Through my time with the CQF, I developed a massive network of contacts all over the world. And this has served me in excellent stead with regards to employment opportunities for many delegates. So this was CQF alumni, that was part of my job, was to help CQF graduates and CQF alumni get the jobs that they wanted to move into. So whether that was as a quant analyst, quant trader, quant developer, quant researcher, and it was my job to do that. It was thrilling. That was the best part of my job, I would say, because it's very hard to get a job these days in the quant space. And so whenever we were successful in securing roles for all different kinds of candidates, it was incredibly rewarding to do that, and it still is. So now I'm working with WBS Training, and I joined them a couple of years ago. They're a phenomenal organization. We run the Machine Learning Institute certificate, the Quantitative Developer certificate, and the Algo Trading certificate. Those are going to be the 3 certificates I'll be talking about with you this evening. They're world-renowned, genuinely world-renowned. The faculty on these programs consist of multiple quants of the year, world-renowned authors, academics, market practitioners, very famous people working in banks. And these 3 programs are very, very applied. The emphasis is on practical application. And by that, I mean that when you graduate from these programs, it should help you enormously to do those jobs. So whether it's a job involved in machine learning, which is a 7-month program, part-time, 1 or 2 lectures a week, you'll know really everything there is to know about machine learning. Quantitative Developer Certificate is all about programming and coding. So that consists of primarily C++ programming, Python, and KDB. That's a 6-month course, by the end of which you'll be a very good programmer. And the Algo Trading Certificate is a 3-month course, which it's a phenomenal course, again, extremely applied. And hopefully by the end of that course, it'll help you to become a really good algo trader. The faculty, as I say, are extremely well known. The programs are very, very applied. And we also have an incredibly comprehensive employment service, which I'm responsible for. As I say, that the network of contacts that we have is gigantic because we've got over 20 years experience in this space. My own network of contacts is substantial as well. And the way that it works, I want to go into this in a little bit of detail. The way that it works, we start with your CV, because if you can imagine putting your CV up for a job as an algo trader or a quant analyst, let's say, you're going to potentially 50 other people, okay? It could be 10 other people, it could be 100 other people, but let's just say. So your CV, ahead of the rest of the field, okay? If you can imagine your CV is going to be going to recruiters, let's say a recruiter who sifts through all these CVs, 50 CVs, your CV needs to stand out. So that's the very first thing. Making sure your CV is absolutely the cream of the bunch. They then hopefully select your CV, shortlist of, let's say, 3 or 4 candidates. And then the next step is, if you've got an interview, is to ensure that you're ahead of the other 3 or 4 other candidates for this interview. The way we guide you towards doing that is by suggesting that you do as much research and reading as possible around the interview. So what you're going to be presented with is a job spec. You submit your CV, selected for interview as one of the 3 or 4 candidates for interview. And you need to find out how this role fits into the department as a whole and how the department functions within the organization as a whole. And you need to do your research on the organization. So who are the organization's competitors? What are the organization's objectives? You need to read all the recent news stories on this organization. And you need to do as much research as you possibly can in order to get yourself ahead of the other candidates. The other thing that we're able to do is we're able to provide you with the contact details. So for example, if you're going up for a role as a quant trader with, let's say, for argument's sake, well, let's say JP Morgan, you're going to want to find out what exactly that role entails. So we would be able to provide you with the contact details of a quant trader working at other banks in India. Okay, so it might be Barclays, it might be Citi. And your job is going to be to phone those contacts, and we can provide you with their contact details. And you be incredibly honest with the people you're phoning. You say, I've got an interview lined up with a bank as a quant trader. Would you mind giving me a couple of minutes of your time in order so that I can gauge what exactly is involved in your role? What are the biggest challenges that have been occurring in the last 6 months? Do you work individually within a team, a collection of individuals, or do you work as a team on that particular desk, on that quant trading desk? What are your manager's expectations of you, and so on? We also provide you with contact details for the desk heads, okay, of competitor organizations. And again, you put in a call to those desk heads and you ask what are and incidentally, they're very, they wouldn't have become the managers of those desks if they weren't very helpful with people, okay? Generally speaking, that is the rule. So when they receive a call from you and you say you've got a job lined up with a bank to work as a quant trader, could I please, ask what your perspective is of your best quant traders working on the team, and what I need to do in order to be successful at this interview. Generally speaking, they're very open, and they'll give you the time of day. You ask for a couple of minutes of their time, that's it. And they'll be able to tell you exactly what it is that is expected of their quant traders. So this is really important. These are the kind of things that you need to do, which the other candidates won't be doing. It's very rare that happens. So you need to be very, very proactive. You put in the calls. If they say no, they haven't got time, absolutely fine. Because there's hundreds and hundreds of other people to be able to get in touch with. There's so many other people to get in touch with. So don't worry about being rejected for these calls, but definitely put them in. Put in those calls in order to give yourself the best opportunity. So you do as much work and research and reading as you possibly can for every single job that you go up for, and for each interview that you're lucky enough to get. So that the employment service is incredibly comprehensive, and it will. I've made it, a specific detail of mine that if any of you enroll onto the programs at WBS training and you graduate from those programs, then I specifically will help you out. So I'll get in touch with my contacts in India. If you're looking to get a job outside India, I'll help you to spread your search net across whatever regions you're looking to get jobs with. So what I'll do, let me just put my, if I can find, I'll put my email address here in the chat. And that way, if you've got any questions, then feel free to drop me a line. And I'll do everything I can to answer those questions. Okay, any questions about any of these programs? So it's the MLI, the Machine Learning Institute Certificate, which is a 7-month course. I'll give you the prices as well, by the way. They're massively reduced for residents in India. The Machine Learning Institute Certificate is reduced to 4 lakh or 395,000 rupees. The Quantitative Developer Certificate is reduced to 2.5 lakh or 250,000 rupees. And the algo trading certificate is reduced to 200,000 rupees. You can also submit fees for these programs in installments. Okay, so you don't have to submit the full fee in one lump sum. You can either submit in one installment or two installments, 50% prior to the start of the program and then 50% within a few weeks or months of the program, or in three installments, okay, where you submit 1 lakh or 100,000 rupees before the start of the program, and then 50% of the remaining balance after the first few weeks or months, and then the remaining 50% of the remaining balance several weeks or months later. And that's how it works. It's very, very straightforward, the registration process. And there you are. If you want brochures on any of these programs, then again, just send me an email. Any questions that you have, send me an email, and I'll do what I can to help you out. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Jeffrey. Thank you so much for your valuable time. Your experience and network in the quant world is simply phenomenal. And I'm sure many of the students would like to reach out to you and WBS training in the coming days, especially those who are looking to pursue a career in this interesting field. Students, we'll help you reach out to Mr. Jeffrey in case you've not noted down the email. We'll help you reach out to him, and feel free to get in touch with him in case any of the certifications or any other info given by Mr. Jeff interests you. Okay. Thank you, Mr. Jeffrey. Thank you so much once again for your valuable time.
Pleasure.
So, folks, let's now shift focus to the competition details and the platform demo. This will be presented by Rishabh, who is the product manager at AlgoBulls. So, Rishabh, over to you.
Hey, thank you, Pushpak, and good evening, everyone. I hope all these communications and interactions with our experts have motivated you enough, and you guys are excited to dive deeper into the details of the competition. So, without waiting a lot, let's see how much you guys are interested and how much you guys are motivated. And I'll explain you the structure and rules and regulations of the competition so you guys can start in the next few hours, which is from 12, of course. So just let me know if you guys can see my screen at the moment.
Yes, we can.
All right. So guys, you guys already might be aware of the structure from other information, but I'll also give you the details of this. So in the next few days, the competition would be held and the coding round would be for almost 7 days. All right. So starting in the next few hours, that is from 12 a.m. We'll start the competition and it will go until 16th of January, 11:59 p.m. All right. So the coding round will be in such a way that you can create your strategies in two different manners. Either you can code the entire strategy from scratch, or you can use the generative AI tool that we have called Phoenix Copilot to write down your prompts and generate the best strategy possible for that. All right. Upon creating the code, upon generating the entire strategy, you will backtest the strategy for a given time period and try to generate the highest gross ROI for a single execution. Make sure that it is for a single execution. So there are no limits to the number of backtests. You can keep optimizing the strategy and you can keep generating the highest returns, and only that will be taken as on the leaderboard, and the team or the member with the highest ROI will be emerged as a winner. All right. So this is the structure at the moment. Now, what are the rules of the competition? So you can join as a team of 3 or maybe as a single player or double player. The limit is 3 maximum. All right. And during registration, please make sure that your name is in a proper format. So if you see here, there's a name format that is given here. So if your name, let's say, is Aman Verma and you're from Rising Raider and IIT Kharagpur is your hosting institute, so you can write Aman Verma space Rising Raider space IIT Kharagpur. Do not add any symbols or anything. All right. Just keep space there. Keep it very simple. I'll also show you how to do it in a while, so you don't have any confusion. In case you fail to do this, I'll let you know that your executions would not be considered because our system would not be able to recognize you. All right. So make sure you follow this format wholeheartedly. All right. To start with, you can activate the free plan that is available on the platform, the free starter Phoenix plan that is there, and that will help you backtest the entire strategy. All right. Once you have the plan activated, you can either code your entire strategy. There's a development screen that you have, and there's a Phoenix Copilot, which is the generative AI tool. You can use any of those and you can create the entire strategy. All right. There is no limit on what kind of strategy you are creating. You can create for the Indian markets or the US markets in the equity and FNO segments. All right. Now you will be given a virtual fund for Indian markets as well as the US market. For Indian markets, the virtual fund would be of 100 crores, while for the US market, it will be for $1 billion. All right. And with every execution, the funds would actually get replenished. So you don't have to worry that if you are doing multiple executions, you will have a limited fund. No, with each execution, your fund would be replenished. You will have 100 crores for every execution. All right. The most important part of this competition is the backtesting period that you need to follow. You have to backtest your strategy from 1st of January 2023 to 30th of June 2023. This is the most mandatory part. You cannot backtest in any other range. All right. If you backtest in any other range, it will not be considered. All right. Make sure your backtesting period is exactly the same. All right. Once you backtest, we'll consider the highest gross ROI for a single execution. All right. That we'll take care on our end, but we'll also confirm with you. So don't you think that anything that you say would be valid? We'll have the data on our end. All right. We'll compare everything, whatever gross ROI you are getting, whether it's in the Indian market or in the US market. But the point here is that it has to be taken in an absolute sense. So let's say you have a gross ROI of 1 crore. So it will always be greater than a gross ROI of 9 million US dollars. All right. And it will again be greater than 50 lakhs rupees. So you need to consider this. There is nothing, no exchange rates are going to be taken here. It's going to be absolute. And just in case two different teams have a tie, so we'll be considering the average hit ratio of the strategies that is being selected there. All right. Now, with the backtesting range that I have told you, there's another very strict rule that you need to follow wholeheartedly, because be very sure that we are going to know if there's a hard coding. So no hard coding of any kind is allowed. You cannot hard code any parameter like date quantity. Nothing can be hard coded. Keep your strategy dynamic, follow the rules, try to win fair and square, of course. So if by default, if you hard code anything, we'll definitely know because we know the structure better. All right. So I'm pretty sure you might have a clear picture of the rules and regulation and the structure of the competition. Just in case you don't, feel free to ask us on the community link that we have shared with you. All right. And moving forward, I'll quickly give you a demo of the platform so everything is easy and convenient for you. So just if anyone can let me know if the screen is visible and the platform is visible at the moment.
Yes, it is. If you can zoom in a bit, that would be better.
Yeah, it's visible, Rishabh.
All right. All right. Yeah. So guys, if you, the moment you log into the competition site, which is competition.algobulls.com, this is the screen that you would be seeing first. All right. Now there are 5 options given here, but only 2 option is the most crucial for you. I'll also show you a third one that you might use, but you will have to be very careful with that option. So the first option is code from scratch. All right. And the second is create using AI. But before you start creating your strategy and executing them, make sure you do all the setups that I have told you. How you have to do it, I'll just quickly show you. Go to settings here, okay, and this is where you have to write down your name. All right, so let's say your name is Rishabh. All right, space product manager space AlgoBulls. All right, this is how you have to do it, and then simply go and submit this. Okay, this will create my name and this will update everything for me, and this is how it will come for me. All right, once this is done, next step is go to the pricing section, select the starter Phoenix plan and activate it. It is free, so you don't have to pay anything there. All right, and the third step is something that you don't need to do, it's already done for you, which is your broker. So you don't have to bind any broker here. All right, you only have to come and start trading. So we have the broker given, we have added everything for you, the funds are available, the data are available. You don't have to get your demat accounts, or you don't have to create anything. All right, now coming to creating the strategy for you. If you are good enough, you know how to code, you know how strategies work, you can definitely come to the code editor here. It's a clean code editor, there's nothing available. You simply can write down your code with a code structure that I'll show you, from where you can understand and how you can get to know about it. All right, if you want to code it from scratch, you definitely can do it. Or there's another option if you want to code here. So we have a group of templates available for options and equity strategies. All right, but if you are using these templates, the most important factor to understand here is the template should not be used as it is. Your template uh, should only act as a foundation of the strategy. It should be unique. Whatever you are creating, you should modify it at a very maximum level, so we can distinguish between the template and your original strategy. All right, so be very careful if you are using a template, or else the better option is to code from scratch. All right, how you have to do it, I'll quickly show you using a template here. So let's say this is a strategy that you have created. All right, you have the entire code available here. Okay, if you have created the strategy from scratch, this is how you will see the screen. You have the editor, there's nothing below this, no analytics, no data. You have two buttons, save and start. And this button here is called the tweak strategies, where you have the configuration parameters of your strategy. All right, so once your strategy code is ready, just simply click on this button and all the parameters would open up for you. What instrument, what segment you want for your strategy, what candle size you want, you can choose from here. It will ideally be in the intraday mode. All right, and other parameters and the values can be modified from this position. Okay, once you are done with every parameter optimization, just simply click on save, and your strategy is ready to be executed in backtesting mode. Simply click on this save and start button, and you get this execution modal here. You don't have to go for paper trade or live trade. Backtest would be your mode of execution. You don't have to do anything for choose your broker, because all the brokers and data source is available for you. You have already configured the parameters in step 3. Most important part, like I told you, is your time duration. So simply choose this, and you need to go for 1st of January 2023 to 30th of June 2023. This is the time period that you need to backtest on. No other time period should be used. You want to choose a different lot size, go for it, and simply click on backtest. All right, this will start the strategy execution, and you can keep optimizing the strategy throughout the competition and try to get the highest ROI that you can. All right, if you feel that there are different strategies you want to try on, you can definitely do that. Try multiple strategies. If you have different thoughts, explore everything. But it's only a 7-day competition, so make sure you utilize every single minute. You utilize uh, every lot size, every fund that you are getting. So nothing is wasted, and you get maximum out of your executions. All right. So this is one part of strategy execution. Another part is you get Phoenix Copilot, which is creating your strategy using AI. So if you know what you want to create, you can let the AI know in plain English without any additional details or technicalities. You can just explain it to the AI, and the AI will generate the entire code for you. That will save you time, and you can then modify and optimize it accordingly. So let's say I want to create anything from these sample prompts. Let's say I want to create a strategy with chooses 2 EMIs. All right. I'll simply choose this prompt and click on enter. This is all you have to do with AI. All right. The AI will start generating the entire code once it understands the prompt that you have given. And the code is actually based on the code structure that we follow. So it will be completely functional. It will also give you the time period and all the parameters that is necessary for the execution of the strategy. All right. But let's say you also want to understand the functions that is being generated. So it will give you a plain English explanation of all the functions that has been given in the strategy. So you understand and you can take a better decision. Now the next step for you, if a strategy code is generated, you would like to validate it, all right, before you optimize and see things. So you can just simply select an instrument here, whatever your choice is. All right. You can randomize it and click on backtest here. So your strategy would start backtesting itself right in this window. You don't have to go anywhere for this. All right. But if you want to optimize this strategy, change the code, you want to do further testing on this, you simply have to go to this advanced customization button and click on live trade in Phoenix. All right. So what will happen is this will take you to the screen editor that I just showed you. All right. It will open like this. Now you have the entire code in an editable manner, and you can optimize the code and optimize the parameters and test everything out. All right. This is how you have to see everything and you have to get everything ready. Okay. Now this is the data that you need to test. If you see the total returns that is available, this is the gross ROI that we are talking about. And every time you execute a strategy, this will actually get added. All right. So be very sure that when you do multiple executions, you delete your trades. All right. So you simply have to go to this button here. All right. Layout settings. Click on this, and there's an option for delete all. Click on this button and it will delete all your previous trades. So when you execute it next time, you will have fresh gross ROI, and that can be considered in our system. All right. Now, if you see, total returns is what we'll consider for first, and then average hit ratio is what we'll consider if you guys have a tie. All right. Analyze all your strategy, check out the data, check out the logs if you want to go dive deeper into how your strategy performed, and make the best out of this. All right. So this is everything about the platform. This is how you have to create and execute the strategy. All right. If you guys have anything more to ask about the platform or anything, we have a Q&A session coming up. All right. Now, the most important part after the executions and apart from the coding and development part is we have shared with you a link for Algo Trading Ninjas community, which basically is a very important part for you to learn, grow, and discuss amongst yourself. All right. So a lot of developers, a lot of experts are already on that community. All right. It's an invaluable resource for collaboration and updates. All right. So make sure you are on the community, and it's not a community only for Conquest. All right. This community is open for a longer period. You can always be there even after Conquest ends. Okay. So make sure you dive deeper into the competition, give your best, and most importantly, enjoy the process because it's all about your learning. Competition comes and goes, but learning is the most crucial part why we conduct this competition. All right. So if you have anything, we will now open up for Q&As, and you can let me know what questions you have and we'll answer them. All right.
Also, like, also guys, I would like to take a moment to just help you understand. So if you guys are looking to uh, test your strategies in the Indian market, then as Rishabh mentioned, you'll have to add a broker from broking detail section. The good thing is we have given you a sample broking account, which means you don't have to open a demat account. If you remember, as I was telling in the beginning, you need a demat account, right? But to make it easier for you, we have provided one for you already. It will ask you for the username and password there. Rishabh will share you the details as to what needs to be entered there. Okay, so that's point one. If you're trying to trade in the US markets, then you will have to set up a broker called as Alpaca. And the good thing about this broker is you can just sign in with Google and set up this broker. You don't need, I mean, it gives you a paper broking account. So you can do this setup. I'm dropping in a link on how to, connect the Alpaca broker as well. Okay. All of this is available on our help site. I've shared a bunch of links already so far, but just sharing this Alpaca link again. Don't worry if you don't understand this, and if you have still have questions, I'll explain or basically answer any of your queries on the Algo Trading Ninjas Slack community. Okay, but just remember that you need to have a broking account. Else, when you try to backtest the strategy, it will ask you to add a broking account first. Okay, just keep that in mind. For Indian brokers, we have given you a dummy broker called as Quant Quest. For US, we have given you Alpaca. Okay. Yeah, so I think that being said, we can open up to Q&A from folks. And before we do that, I just want to once again thank our sponsor, WBS Training, for giving out their valuable time, insights to the student community here. I'm sure many of you would take a moment to explore WBS Training now and during the competition and try to reach out to them for any further questions. Okay, and I would also like to thank Mr. Tribhuven from Quant Insider for giving his valuable time to share insights with you guys. And I'm sure you guys would find it helpful in case you are planning to pursue a career in this. You'll find it helpful to learn from the resources and grow whatever Quant Insider has to offer. They've got some amazing resources out there, so do check that out as well. So that being said, first of all, I want to thank you all once again. It must be a chilly night there, I believe, or must be quite cold, must be a tiring day as well. So thank you so much, students, first of all, for being attentive here. And I'll just open up a Q&A without taking more of your time. Okay. So yeah, I think I'll just answer a few common questions which people are asking. You will get this recording. Don't worry if you have missed it, if any of your friends have missed it, or if you have joined in from between, we'll give it to you. Secondly, as I said, we'll be helping you with Algo Trading Ninjas, so don't worry there. Third thing is whatever demo we showed to you, I understand it might be too much to grasp in one go, but we try to give you the overview in given the time constraints we have. So to dive deeper, we have got a dedicated help site. It will have all the details, so don't worry there. Yeah, and we are there to guide you all along. So as Rishabh mentioned, the main goal here is that you guys learn, grow, and not just compete. So we'll take care of you guys. Don't worry there. And let me just pick up some questions from the Q&A section. Ramkrishna, is it okay if I pick up the questions directly, or would you like to moderate the Q&A?
Sir, I'll moderate it, sir.
Okay. Let's get started.
Sir, regarding your platform, we have a question from Raghav. Can we build positional strategies as well, or only intraday?
You can build both positional as well as intraday strategies. So the ready templates which we have are all intraday strategy templates. In case you are interested in positional strategy templates as well, I'll share a GitHub link where we have added a lot of positional strategies as well.
Okay. The next question we have is from Lalit. Can we code in Jupyter Notebook and copy it here?
Absolutely. So we have got a package called as Algo Trading. You can use that. It helps you. So you'll still have to register your account on competition.algobulls.com and add a broker like the way we have explained. And then you can code it in Jupyter and upload it or control the Algo Trading execution from your Jupyter Notebook. And it's just basically going to be an interface to your account. So whatever you do from the Jupyter Notebook will be visible on the website and vice versa. Okay, so you can do that, but make sure you have to follow the way the strategies are coded. So you cannot have your own style of coding, which doesn't adhere to the Algo Trading rules. Okay, but other than that, you can do it. We have got a lot of sample Jupyter notebooks on our GitHub repository. If you want, we can share that link as well. It's available on Algo Trading, and we have multiple Jupyter notebooks for Indian markets, equity options, and US markets as well. So yeah, definitely you can use Jupyter notebooks.
Okay, we have a question from Abdul. Details like user ID and password for Quant Quest broker registration.
Yeah, Rishabh, can you just tell them the format they need to use to get access to the broker? What can they enter in the user ID and password fields while adding the Quant Quest broker?
I'll actually share that on the community, but let me just type in down here also. All right.
Okay.
What you have actually is we have made it easy for you guys. So you can type AlgoBulls. Let me just show you. So the username has to be AlgoBulls. All right. Where A is capital and B is capital. While the password should be all right. So I have shared the username and password in chat. That is how you have to log into your broker, and post that everything would be active for you. All right.
Okay, so sir, we have a question from Raghav again. Can you provide more detail about hard coding?
Okay, Rishabh, would you like to take this one?
Yes. Okay. So detail about hard coding is you cannot hard code the lot size. You cannot hard code pricings because whenever you are trading on stocks, there might be an option for you to hard code the prices and lot sizes, which would give you the maximum output. So your strategy has to be dynamic. It has to take the data from market, whatever data we are providing. All right. So these kind of setups cannot be done in a strategy because once we go for final checking of the strategy after the 7-day period, we will eventually find out what has been hard coded there, what data had been hard coded. So no data or dynamic part of the strategy should be hard coded there. All right. Whatever you are getting from market data or backtesting data that we are giving. See?
Okay, the next question we have is so after each backtest run, the ROI is pushed to the leaderboard. The best ROI stays on the board. Like he's asking a question.
Yes. So with each execution that you do, your best ROI would automatically come on the leaderboard. So let's say you execute 10 times. So out of that, the 7th execution turned out to be the best one. So we'll automatically get that execution on the leaderboard. And let's say your 8th, 9th, and 10th are not pretty good ones. We'll by default discard those executions. Your best one would still be the 7th one.
Okay, so we have a question. How do I check the leaderboard?
Also, just a moment, Ramkrishna, I just want to add one more detail here. So guys, there's a common pitfall here. I just want to let everybody know. So whenever you run your strategy on Phoenix, right? So every time you, as Rishabh has mentioned, right, only a single execution, the ROI for a single execution matters. Okay. So whatever backtest range is given to you guys, you should develop a strategy such that the one which has the best ROI in a single run wins. Okay. Now the platform is designed in such a way that if you run the same strategy 10 times, the ROI will keep on adding up because the trades are all added up. Okay. So you need to make sure that you are clearing out your trades in case you want to take it for submission, right? So you should clear out the trades after every run and then do a fresh run. Or alternatively, if you want the past trades to be present, then you can let it be, but you need to delete all the trades. So there is a settings wheel option, and you'll find a red button there to delete all trades. So I'm just letting you know, guys, that if you run it 10 times, if you see the PL going up 10 times, you should not get excited because that won't be considered. A single execution PNL matters. Okay. If you don't understand what I'm saying, don't worry. Once you try running the same strategy multiple times, you'll understand what I'm saying. Okay. But make sure you're keeping a single execution. Now, let's say for some reason, if you want to have multiple versions of your strategy, then you can create copies of your Python code, create separate strategies, save them individually, and then run them separately. Okay. So that way you'll have separate code or separate versions as well. At the same time, you are only running it on a single instance. So just as a thumb rule, make sure you have a habit of deleting all trades after every execution. I would just recommend you guys to do that, else you will have a false sense of a particular PNL or ROI which you're achieving, which may not reflect on our leaderboard. Okay. So
Yeah.
yeah.
So we have a question from Divyansh. The account should be registered under the team leader's name. Please provide information about the team participants, or must each team member log in separately?
Right. Rishabh, would you like to take this or should I take this one?
Okay, so each team member can actually participate separately, but like I said, your name should have your team name also. So your name, your team's name after a space, and the hosting institute name. So your hosting institute would basically be IIT Kharagpur. All right. So you have to keep your name like that. And anytime out of the three team members, whoever gets the highest execution, we'll automatically consider that team member to be the best one. All right. So that is the sole reason why you need to actually have a proper format for your naming. Because if you are not having a proper format in your names, you might not be considered as a team member and you might be missed from the leaderboard. Yeah.
Cool. So, guys, if you have any other questions, please ask them. Else, I think we can wrap up. Okay, I don't think we have any other questions. Firstly, I'd like to extend my deepest gratitude to Mr. Geoff Brown from WBS Training, and Mr. Pushpak and Mr. Rishabh from AlgoBulls, and Mr. Tribhuven from Quant Insider. So, guys, I would like to say a few things about each of our sponsors. So, firstly, WBS Training is a professional development company offering specialized training and certification programs for individuals and organizations in the field of finance, technology, and business. So, guys, do check out WBS Training, right? Moving on, AlgoBulls is a smart trading platform that simplifies stock market investing. It lets users automate trades, test strategies, and execute them efficiently, making trading faster, easier, and more effective. And lastly, Quant Insider is a company that provides mentorship programs connecting learners with industry professionals. And this guidance helps individuals navigate the complexities of quantitative finance and enhances the skills in real world application. Right. So I would really like to thank Mr. Jav Brown and Mr. Pushpak Rishabh and Mr. Tribhuvan again. Uh, you guys have been really wonderful, and your insights were really helpful to all the participants. Guys, we also have a Slack community which will help you, to clear all your doubts regarding the platform that you'll be using for Quant Quest, right? I'll be sending the link on the chat. And apart from that, again, I'd like to thank our, the company officials here. We have been really grateful to have you all here. So finally, just to wrap things up, I'd like to present our Instagram and accommodation portal. So just give me a second. Make sure that you guys register on these. All right. Make sure that you are updated on everything by following our Instagram, and make sure that you book accommodation so that you guys can have a comfortable and a safe stay at IIT Kharagpur while you are participating in all your favorite competitions and events.
Thanks a lot, Ramakrishna. Thank you, IIT KGP, for giving us this opportunity. I hope you guys would have some good takeaways at the end of this competition, and I look forward to you guys making the most of this exciting opportunity. So thank you so much, guys. Have a good evening, and we'll be connected over the Slack community. Take care, guys.
Thanks a lot, sir. Thank you, Mr. Geoff, and thank you, Mr. Tribhuvan. Uh, and guys, the Slack community link is on the chat, so make sure that all of you join it, and all your queries and doubts will be cleared on that, right? And make sure that you follow our Instagram and make sure that you book accommodation. Apart from this, make sure that you guys check out Quant Insider and WBS training. They have got some really amazing guidance and lessons for you. So just make sure that you check out all of these. Cool. And lastly, I would like to present the event. So AlgoBulls presents Quant Quest, sponsored by WBS Training in association with Quant Insider. So thank you everyone for attending. If you have scanned the QR codes, joined the Slack community, and checked out our sponsors' websites, you can leave. And I'm wishing you all the very best for Conquest. Right? The prize money for Conquest is 2 lakhs. It's you can win prizes worth 2 lakhs, and this is a great opportunity for all of you to win and learn a lot of things. Right? So have a good night, everyone. Thank you, everyone. So guys, make sure that you check out Quant Insider. They are a company that provide the tools, expertise, and community to guide you to becoming an expert quant. So if you're interested in this field of work, make sure that you guys do check out Quant Insider. Apart from that, we'd also like to thank AlgoBulls and WBS training. They have been really helpful, and I'm looking forward to seeing all of you participate and win a lot of prizes at Quant Quest. Thank you.